Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ready, Set, Save. I am your host, Mateo, and these are our lovely players. Rose, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Rose. I go by she, her, and I will be playing Suni, who goes by he, him, and is a tabaxi bard and also slightly warlock. Yeah.
Lead.
Hello, I'm Valid Parvez. I go by he, him, and I'm playing Ethan, which is a half elf's shadow sorcerer.
Rye.
Hey everyone, I'm Ray. I'm playing Basil Ravenwhale, a half-elf Circle of Stars druid. Something's going wrong with Basil, but he knows he loves his sister.
And Cal.
I'm Cal. I go by she, they pronouns, and I am playing Sage Ravenvale, who is a lovely half elf death cleric and does, in fact, know what's going wrong with her brother and will not tell him.
Okay. So, last session, you guys all went to Troll Skull Alley, and you encountered some hulking lizard-like creature that jumped out of the portal, jumped up out of a portal that appeared in the alley. You guys fought it. You guys met a detective, like a private investigator, and you also scoped out the manor. In short, it is a wreck, and it's also haunted. Yes. Uh, and you also met a crazy lady who mans a herbalist shop and a potential rival named Emic Froon. And we're just going to be starting off this session just after like our last scene where Emic like wanders away. Um, and Suni, you made off to go and find Robert, and you had a conversation with him, and you were trying to find your contract, but you couldn't find it. And now you're back basically, and you see everyone out on this overgrown lawn, and a shabby tenement behind them. You think that this is Troll Skull Manor.
Okay. So
Oh,
this is my first time seeing Troll Skull Manor,
Yes, this is, yeah.
and it doesn't look good.
It does not look good. No, it is boarded up, shabby, derelict.
More broken
Yeah.
windows than when we first got here.
Yes, more broken windows than when you first got here too. Yes.
I think I will bust in through the front door and go, "Oh my god, lovies. I was expecting something semi-functional. This is not functional. Oh my god, did we get scammed?"
As
Well, I mean, we
Kinda.
kind of knew how much money it was gonna take to repair this place, so that kind of should have given us an idea.
Yes, but I
let's
thought
not.
he was exaggerating.
No, he wasn't.
He might have been under exaggerating, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Under lesser rating. How do you
Also,
feel
if you're
about that?
wondering, we do have to turn the first floor into a tavern.
Yeah,
Why?
We made a
don't get
deal with a
us.
ghost.
Oh, do we know the ghost's like name or whatever?
He's a bartender,
He was
I
the
think.
no, he was the owner of the tavern. He died in the basement. Somebody basically sold the house without his permission because he died in the basement. Not murdered. We're pretty sure
How did
natural
you communicate
causes.
with him? How did you communicate with this fucker?
He
He
wrote
likes writing in
dust.
dust. He likes writing in dust.
Okay, so you haven't. So you communicated with him in the dust, but you didn't think to ask for his name. That's
No, I think
PR
we
training
did. I'm
101.
pretty sure we did. It just didn't work out for us.
He didn't really like
Okay,
sharing his
tell
thing.
me this
He's a bit
stuff.
shy.
And soon he's gonna go over to the dust and write name, please.
Okay.
He
So
kind
you
of looks
enter.
It's like
Uh,
incredibly like curly cursive.
oh,
Um,
okay. Yeah, very nice, elegant cursive. Yes.
yeah,
Whatever.
just like incredibly curly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Um.
Kind of hard to read if I'm being honest, but it's got
Yeah.
so many cues.
Yeah. You enter. But no. Like the derelictness, I guess, of this place surprises you. This is the first time that you've entered like a really shabby tenement before. Yeah.
But do we have rats?
At least
I just
one.
want to clarify.
At least one.
There is one, and he seems to be married to a toy doll. I couldn't really get much more out
Sorry,
of him.
I leave for 2 hours and you've met a rat married to a toy doll, and a ghost who has no name because you didn't ask him his name.
We did ask.
Okay, well, I'm not believing that story, is all I'm saying.
And maybe we
And
shouldn't have
you
told it to
get
Sunny, you know?
yourselves caught up in a bit of
I
a
think Suni deserved to
issue.
know.
I'm just
Yeah.
asking questions, okay? I really feel like if I was here, this would have gone differently. And what do you mean there are more broken windows now than when you started?
Well, the ghost was kind of angry because we couldn't communicate with him
Probably because we didn't ask
initially.
for its fucking name.
Uh,
There was a
No,
series
he
of
didn't want us to go
events.
to the basement because the basement's where his body is. It was a whole thing.
The window.
Yes, you found his corpse in the basement.
So have we
Yes.
already disposed of the corpse, or do we still have to do that?
It's
We still have to
it's
do
not
that.
disposable. Yeah,
We
you
have
still have to do that.
we'll
Should
give
we
him a
also
fair.
tried to ask
Find us
him.
something.
We
Aren't
did
you
try to
guys
ask him.
religious?
We tried to ask him where he'd like to be buried, but he didn't answer us. We did try
Sounds
though,
like
like
he just wants to run a
repeatedly.
pub.
Well, I mean, we will move the courts to. We will move it to a graveyard where we can perform a ceremony. However,
I don't feel like I want to do a ceremony. If he wants to run a pub for us, why not?
no, he's not running the. We're running the pub in his honor. That's
I
what's
I
happening.
think yeah.
You
But-
did discern that that's what he wanted you to do.
Yeah, we like he
Save
does
tavern
want
or something.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
save like he did. He wanted us to run the tavern.
I still think we could run a tavern. I think that'd be great.
That would
I've
be
seen
great.
it already. A
I'm
beautiful
surprised
building.
Sunny is
We could
on
do
board
like a
with
little bit of
this.
gold, just enough to make it gauche, you know? Like just I feel like
Yeah.
gold toilets would be really good, you know? And then I'm thinking like blue upholstery, right? But not like a wishy-washy blue. I'm thinking like deep, rich, I have money kind of blue, you know? Like y'all probably won't understand this, but where I come from, there's this person called Douglas Fordisius, and he comes from a wonderful party, beautiful. We call it conservative blue. I'm thinking conservative blue.
Conservative.
It implies no taxes. That's what it implies. So I think conservative blue, gold toilets, and then we get like a priest or two in here every so often just to kind of brush things up. I think this is a great idea. It could be a really banging success, especially among the rich folk.
And honestly, with your popularity, Sunny, we actually may be able to get it off the floor. Get the ball
Exactly.
rolling.
And now I play the harmonica, so you would even have talent.
This
Oh,
place
okay.
is also in the rich part of town.
Yeah.
In the
See?
North Ward. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Plus, I could hold like I don't know political meetings here or whatever. I don't actually know what my job is, if I'm being honest. But I do think I have to do it, and probably you need a space to do it in. Although they did give me a key when I started. I thought that was to the city, but maybe it was to an office. I haven't
you
thought
have
it
an
through. Anyway, I'll
office.
be going
That's
to the
exciting.
orphanage now.
Ah, yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to.
Oh, we also saw some of our neighbors. We made good friends with there's a
Darian.
detective called Darian. He's doing a bit of detective work for us. We kind of saved his life, so he owes us one.
Yes, he became
Great.
petrified by that creature.
We did
You
save
Yeah,
him.
saved someone's life.
Yes.
there was an
You couldn't
incident.
get the name out of a ghost.
In theory, we saved 2 lives because we also saved a commoner who also got
There
petrified by
was an
basilisk.
event on the street where there's a portal, and this giant lizard-like creature came out and started shooting eye beams, petrifying everyone. It was kind of unexpected. But it wasn't like the portals we saw with the Xanathar Guild. It's like a different kind of portal. We're not really sure what's going on. There's a bunch of portals popping in and out. You think you could ask your Moss Lord friends
That's
about that?
odd.
Yes.
That's an abnormal number of portals, I would say. Also, who baked
Yeah.
these cookies? Because they're not good. I'm gonna eat it because I don't want to be rude, but who made this? Did any of you make cookies? I picked it up on the bar.
No.
Oh, Darian must have dropped some off as a thanks, or someone
Did
else
he?
must have dropped.
Darian should stop baking. I don't know what's up with this. I'm gonna eat it because I'm polite.
He seems a bit old.
Do you
I
think
think
it was
his
the
eyes were.
crazy one?
Oh,
Suni,
oh,
make a let's see if make a history check and let's see if you encountered anything like these portals coming across your desk.
Okay. History+ 2.
Nice.
You can make it with advantage since you're a masked lord.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's your master lord.
You know things.
Recent goings on.
Okay. So the good news is that I add +2, right?
Mhm.
Because I rolled a 3 and a 2.
Okay.
So
You don't
with a
recognize these
5,
portals.
you don't
No,
think that a
no.
5 is enough for me to recognize these? I feel like 5 is
Any
better than
to
25% of all rolls.
to recognize any news of a portal coming across your desk. No. Same thing happened to Darian though. Darian also rolled really low, unfortunately. But
So we
We
have
don't know
no
anything about
idea.
the portals. What's going on,
you
guys?
haven't seen today's paper. Maybe it's in today's
I
paper.
would say as
Maybe
far
it
as
was in yesterday's paper, the day before. Who knows?
Basil and Zaze are concerned, I think for us we're just like, this is just what Waterdeep is like apparently.
Yeah, Waterdeep has
We have a
portals, I
video
guess.
of to have a
Well, you did
Con-
actually see yesterday's paper. I gave
That's
you
true.
headlines for those. Yes,
Yeah,
but
but
not
I
Yeah.
mean, if
today's.
this is a reoccurring, like, ongoing normal thing in Waterdeep, as far as we're concerned, like,
This
Yeah, that
city
is
wouldn't
folk
be
true. Yeah,
news if it's
could
just
be a
reoccurring.
city folk
normal
crazy.
occurrence, but like by the look on the commoners' faces, that didn't seem like
Yeah,
it.
but just because
Seemed like
something
they were
is a
very
normal
surprised.
occurrence doesn't mean you don't want to scream and run away.
That's fair.
If they
That
know
is fair.
something bad comes out of
Yeah.
it, so basically, like, the portal itself could be a normal occurrence. Them knowing something bad comes out of the portal and the reaction could also be a normal occurrence.
Mhm. Yeah. So, um,
Shall
is
we
there
go?
anything that you want to do before you go to the orphanage?
Basil, did you need to tell your rat friend that we're leaving for a little while, or?
Um, I don't think I need to inform him.
Okay.
He's fine. Yeah.
Okay. He'll take care
Okay.
of the house while we're gone. We have to get a new lock while we're out. Can someone please remember
Yeah, we
that? Because the
should.
lock to the house does not work. And as
We
much as I
should.
trust the rat and the specter ghost thing to keep other people out, I'm not sure about that because the ghost seems to have left us alone, which is quite lovely. The rat doesn't seem to want anything to do with anyone except Basil, so.
Yeah.
We could go to the shop that Darian mentioned, but you buy some
Oh,
rocks.
yeah! It's Bet and Nail. That's Woodcarver. I don't know if they'd have a lock.
Bet nail.
Yeah.
Oop. Uh. Just for the sake of brevity, let's say they do have a lock. Yeah,
Perfect.
the bet nail.
Yeah, we should get a new
You want a
lock for
lock?
this.
Just a normal lock?
A lock for a door.
I mean,
Okay.
I
The
don't think it
lock
would
for
be
our door
useful.
is broken. I understand that all the windows are like also broken, and so it's a
Yeah.
moot point. But look, it makes me feel more secure in life.
You guys were also gonna get Renair. I'm not sure.
Oh
Yeah. What
yeah,
is your plan
Yeah.
for this orphanage?
we should
Let's
probably go get
see.
Renee.
Okay, so friends, I feel like, and having just had my very recent conversation with the hags, I'm going to take a fun little action to just sort of have already disarmed myself and left my weapon and anything else that I think might possibly have a link to anyone. I'm going to leave those in a room that would be natural for me to have taken off my stuff or whatever, like
Sure.
my bedroom. And
we
then I'm
haven't
going to go
put
and find the
bedrooms
rest of them.
yet.
And I'm going to go, okay, so boys and girls and others and whatever the fuck you humans use as genders now. I would love to have a little conversation because here's the thing.
Oh,
Worst
you lost
time.
connection.
Worst
Is
time.
You left us hanging. Oh,
We
never
didn't
mind.
hear you. We didn't hear anything. After
We heard
like
it's
whatever the
ladies and
heck
gentlemen.
human genders
well,
are.
Renee is Aiton.
Oh,
Oh no.
Renee is Aiton. Can you hear me?
yes.
Renee
Now we
is
can. Yeah,
Aiden.
yeah. Now we can hear you.
Renez,
Yeah.
18 what?
Turns out that actually my sword was the antenna that was connecting us all. So that was my bad. Um,
Yes.
so we bring Renee, right? And then we say, this is Aiton. Because guess what? The hags want Aiton and they will kill him, and I can't do anything about that because here's the thing: so much stronger than us. So much
Question.
stronger than us. So I think we bring René, and then if he dies, so what? It's not like you'd lose a brother for real. I mean, you barely know him.
But
No, that's such an
How do you know they
but
want
inhumane
to
and
Renee.
kill
disgusting plan.
Ethan?
I mean, they
I
do
can
want
take
to
on
kill
these
Aiton. And
hacks.
let's be clear that I didn't I don't understand the bounds of the contract that I'm under, okay?
You're
I don't
under a
actually know
contract with the
what's going on.
Hags. You're under a contract with the Hags.
Well, that might be news to you, and I might have just shared it by accident, but we're not going to worry about that. What I am going to say is that I think that they're spying on me through my stuff, and I don't know how that works because my intelligences are elsewhere, okay? If you need your rich friend picked up and flattered, I'm all here for you. If you need me to understand the legalese of a contract that I've never read, I have no idea what to tell you. Okay?
Oh
So,
yes,
I
you know
don't
what?
trust you. I'll be honest.
Suni, you also wandered off last session because you wanted to have a conversation with Julie as well, because she demanded one out of you, just like a time to chat. And this is what she told you. She communicated to you that she would like you to bring the boy that calls himself Ethan to the orphanage, and she refers to him as the one that got away. That's what she refers to him as. And she it seems like whenever she refers to him, it seems as if she refers to him as this like a scampy little rat, like someone who, you know, is like a big mistake, and something that needs to be corrected.
right.
And she says that there will be a special place for him at the orphanage where not even the crows can hear, it can land their droppings on him. That's what. Those
Right.
are her
So,
words.
Aiton, Lovey, darling, you know how much we get along. So, we're both a little bit, you know, we've got our own relationships to the hags. Neither one of them particularly good. Okay? So let's acknowledge that. And then let's say
What if you're working for the Hags?
that would be great, wouldn't it? Because then I'd have a lot of money, wouldn't I? Because they have
Which
a
you
lot of
do, because
things.
you're the Mask Lord.
I'm what?
The open
Open
Mask
Mask
Lord.
Lord.
I'm
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if you guys have caught on to this. I don't really understand the value of money.
Yeah, that
Doesn't
makes
matter.
sense.
I keep giving it away. And then later people are like, you needed that for something, and I haven't quite figured out what I need it for or when. It's very hard for me to predict, okay? I actually don't have that much money. I mean, I do now, actually, because I haven't given away all of my 250 gold yet. But I almost did that, actually. I did almost give a lot of money to Robert, and that was an accident. Also, someday you'll meet Robert. He's great. So we're trying this new thing called Blank Slate, where I just tell you what's going on, all right? Because so far, it turns out that I don't know what's going on. All right, so I'm about to info dump, and then you'll take that information. All right? I have been told to bring Aiton to the hags. I don't want to do that, especially because I am not strong enough to stop the hags from killing him. Although I don't know that they want to kill him, because they do refer to him as the one who got away, and they say that they've got a special place for him. So either you've been dating one of them, in which case, gross, or you used to be a child at this orphanage, in which case, I guess congratulations? Or maybe condolences? Maybe both. Not really sure. Anyway, I don't think we should bring him back. I think we should bring Renair and be like, this is Aiton. And then I'll play dumb because I'm really good at that. That's something I'm really, really good at. Because I'm not dumb, but I'm really good at playing dumb. And so I think we should do that. Also, this isn't my real accent. I talk like this. But if just in the name of being honest. So
There's a lot
Is
going
that
on here, Sunny.
everything, Suni?
yeah, well, once again, blank slate, right? I said I would just do it. I kind of
Basil's head
prefer
is
the
sort of
accent, though. I
hurting,
think
Can
trying
to
to
be a little bit
figure
Sage
that
more
out.
can Sage
Renair.
can Sage walk over to Suni and put her arms on either
Oh
side of
no,
Suni's body?
no, absolutely not. No, we don't do that. I'm sorry. I don't like to be touched. I've given you a lot of information. I feel like we can go without having to see the way that I actually look. Okay? We can all just acknowledge that this is not what I look like, and then we can move on.
I don't care what you
How do you
actually
feel
look
about
like.
that?
Hmm.
Great.
Honestly,
I don't
I
think
don't
we need
mind.
to know.
I just, I felt the need to acknowledge it. I knew.
I'm sorry. I look at your ugly mug every day.
Uh,
If you could disguise it, wouldn't you?
No,
Well, that's a character flaw, probably.
I really don't care about how I look. I have good skills.
uh,
I'm
Hey,
mostly about how I look.
Sage,
So
guys,
Sage doesn't look that bad. I say.
Uh,
Do you? No, you don't.
I'm pretty sure if any guy had ever asked me out anywhere in my life, Dad probably would have tried to shoot them with a crossbow.
Yeah,
So I
he
count my
would.
wins where I can.
No, shooting people with crossbows is actually kind of a fun little meet and greet situation. Don't think
Yeah.
I'm
However, it creates a lot of problems in a very small village.
I suppose there's only so many people in a small village for you to shoot before you run out of them.
And
It's
then
actually
they
really
stop
hard to
wanting
stop
to
the actual
trade
guys.
with you, and then that creates a whole
Aiton,
other problem.
Aiton, what do you have to say about this plan, and what has been told to you about, um, you
I
know,
mean,
Sunni's association with the hags?
I half don't believe you. I think you're kind of working for them, but so many lives have been lost. So much suffering I have faced, and so much screaming I've heard. And I just do not want to put Renette on the chopping block. After all he has helped us, I personally do not think that
I mean, to
I
be
should
clear,
put his life at risk. He has helped us unconditionally so far. And I just don't. Maybe we should make a plan that does not involve risking his life. That's all.
maybe we should ask him how he feels about it.
I think Grenar would like to be alive, but maybe he'll be down to potentially be a decoy. Is that what you intend him to be, rather than a sacrifice?
Not just like if the hags were going to take a swing at Aiton, and it was in fact Renair, I feel like Renair would be much better off in defending himself from that strike.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
I,
for
I
once I
agree.
do actually agree with Sunni.
Yeah, this is
More
true.
like one of you will maybe die, and I think to make that maybe as small as possible, we should put the most competent person possible in charge. And that's not a
Yeah.
hit on you, Aiton, more just like Renair knows what he's doing and you don't.
Okay,
No,
Ethan, you do have to admit, the first time we saw Renat kill something, we were all like, wait a whole minute. You've been able
Yeah.
to do this entire time, and you didn't tell us.
Oh,
right.
He's better than
I
all of
just
us.
don't feel fair. It's not his problem. It's my problem, right?
well, we
And
can
I
ask
need
him,
to
and
face the hags.
Mhm.
I need to kill them.
It's not
Listen,
your
what
fault.
I do know about Renair is that he helped a lot of people for absolutely no reason other than he wanted to. Well before he ever met us. Okay?
Could we bring both of you and try to confuse the hags to which one is actually Ethan?
well, no,
Um,
actually,
you
if
know,
maybe we
you
can.
notice actually, just over the fence, someone say, "Is that me you're talking about?"
Ah,
And
Renair!
Renair presents
Perfect
himself.
timing! Thank
Oh
Yeah,
you.
God.
you are
And he says,
nothing
Oh,
if not utterly unpredictable, and I hate that. But you do look attractive today.
"Sorry,
yeah.
Hmm?
I do have a what?"
What?
And he says, "So what's up? I know that you guys needed me for something, and I thought I'd drop by to
Yes.
your new
We're going to the orphanage, and I was
abode."
wondering if you wanted to pretend to be Aiton. That way, when they try and kill Aiton, they're actually trying to kill you, and you are better at fighting than Aiton is.
We are
How do you feel about
Um,
the
that?
other. Okay, I
whoa.
will say the rest of us are not entirely endorsing that plan.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
endorsing
endorsing
it.
that.
Yes, you're fully endorsing. I think Basil and I are somewhere on the fence in the middle, and
Yeah,
Ethan's
I'm a
not
bit.
endorsing at all.
Ethan, but if suppose
I'll do it.
Renee would.
Oh,
I'll
Oh
do it.
wow.
But you know what? I
Cool.
think we should be smarter about this. I really
okay.
I really think we should. Are we really just gonna waltz in there in the front door?
No,
Yeah,
Really?
no,
Is
I
there
I
another
yeah.
I I
way
don't.
in?
Well, I mean, there might be other ways in. We haven't scoped out the place yet.
Sunny,
Who
do you
knows?
know if
Maybe
there's
some
other ways
options
in?
may.
Do
Perhaps.
I?
Um, you didn't scope out the place.
Yeah, you
Um,
haven't spoken.
but from
Yeah,
what you
that's okay.
saw, every single window was boarded up and padlocked from the outside.
Cool.
My best understanding is that there isn't another way in, but I would be lying if I said that I actually had looked.
Okay.
Perhaps, Sunny, hear me
Okay.
out. What if you show up with Renee pretending to be Ethan, while Ethan, me, and Base and Sage, uh, sorry, sneak around after we potentially scope it out and hit them with a surprise
Okay.
So we know for sure that they wouldn't be nowhere; they'd be somewhere.
That's true.
Okay,
And
so just to clarify then,
But
your plan.
warning, if something springs onto you, if you run into something,
I
you don't have
also
my
would
help.
like to
Well,
put forward that there is a possibility that I actually can't do damage to them.
Oh,
to the
because of that
hags. Do you
contract.
know if there's anything else inside that orphanage, by the way? Any monsters?
Do I?
Well, we
Nothing?
think
Would
there's
I remember?
children. Maybe.
children.
Hopefully.
Ethan, you
Monsters.
recall that you saw weird things inside there. I'm not going to give you any specifics because you've repressed this into your memory for so
Yeah.
long. But yes, you have your suspicions that there are probably monsters inside this orphanage, and that it is
There must be
probably
a
like
weakness for
guarded.
these hacks. A hidden trick. Something. Uh,
Who knows? Maybe. Well, that could be true. But unfortunately, we don't. I mean, unless you know, unfortunately, we have no way of figuring that out.
Hmm, this is true.
you cannot
Okay,
remember it.
so clarify. Right now, our
Yes.
plan is at least we have Renair. That doesn't
Yes,
feel very
apparently.
sturdy. Okay, so I don't think that we can go around. And I definitely don't
Hmm.
think that we can make contact with anyone on the inside because I've tried to do that in the past and it hasn't worked. So
How about this?
Yeah, full
Why
logical.
don't we stop wasting time like figuring out what we don't know about, right? Like making plans based on something that we don't know. Why don't we scope out the place, see what we could find, right? Like maybe any hidden entrance or like a hidden door or something. Like let's hope, you know. And from there we can just continue onwards. Do you know, by the way, if they're like if the windows are see through or are they boarded up or
no,
are they
they're
concealed
boarded
or?
up. You won't be able to see through them, and I do believe that a lot of them probably have magical barriers. I'm just guessing based
Okay.
on what I know about the hags.
Do
I
they
haven't
have,
actually tested the windows because I don't have a death wish most of the time.
do
Do
they
you
have
know?
security at all?
Oh, yeah, like what do they have? Like
Can I
maybe
ask?
scrying devices like
Yeah.
outside? Would they know if people are like wandering
Yes,
outside the orphanage?
100%. They contacted me through my sword, which I didn't know was a scrying device, but it turns out it is, and that's how they know that this kid exists. And I point to Aiton.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure how to move forward from that because
Mm.
I didn't know that they had that ability. And I've been spied on, I guess, most of my life.
Is that why you
So the
left
hags
the
know about me
sword
too then,
in the
right?
other place?
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
actually so true. I didn't think about that.
Well, I mean, you
I mean,
kind
I'm
of
not wearing
alluded
it
to the
now.
idea that well, I mean, they kind of you alluded to the idea that you just wanted to play dumb, right? So
Yeah.
you can just
Perhaps,
I
yeah.
didn't say that
bring
I
me
didn't
in,
really.
but I don't think they're gonna think that I'm Ethan.
Yeah, you guys don't look that. You aren't twins.
I mean,
I
they're
mean,
both.
we look
They're both
similar. We have the same hair color. I
they're
don't
both
have a rockin' mullet, by the
humanoid.
way, but yeah.
He doesn't have a hat anymore, you notice.
Thanks.
Both
It's
of you
great.
are missing tails and ears and whiskers. That feels like a lot of similarities. I'm not going to lie.
Okay,
Maybe we can
in
disguise
the world
ourselves,
of
but
people who do not have ears, like ears and tails and whiskers, they do look quite similar.
Perhaps you can pretend as if you've captured Ethan and have him sort of wrapped in everything, save his hair sticking out, and you could claim that's Ethan, but it's actually Renair. You don't have
Yes,
to wrap him, maybe
Right.
like in like
yes, but
Right.
some
doesn't
kind
that
of
just
clothing.
Basil? Does that not just restrain Renair from being able to do
Well,
anything?
well, well, not actually restrain him. The illusion of restraining him, which would come as a surprise when
Ah,
Renair has to actually move out. Um,
Okay.
Ugh.
Here's a new little fun little question. If I had taken the spell Disguise Self. No, wait. That would be me.
yeah,
Yeah.
itself,
Okay,
itself.
well, I'll do it just but could I make myself be Aiton?
Yeah,
I'm
That's
pretty
a
sure the hags
possibility.
no,
would probably know. Considering the
I
level
wouldn't
of magic
recommend
they
it.
seem to have, there's
Okay,
probably
well,
a good
stop poking
chance that they would
holes in my
just
plan.
know.
Yeah, okay, so that won't work. Okay.
well,
It
Let's
might work
scope
on a
out this
bar.
place. I mean, that's all we got.
That's true.
Let's scope out this place
Let's
we
go.
should scope
Well,
out.
yeah,
before
let's
we
scope
start
it out.
Well,
sacrificing
Although
each
I
other.
the
will warn you
worst
in
thing.
advance, I am horrible at being like any type of quiet. I'm really, really bad at it, unless it's really far away.
Hmm. Okay.
Actually, there's this spell I've recently learned. It's sort of it comes to me when as I commune with the spirits of the wild, which it may help us be a bit more quiet.
Yes,
Okay.
but Basil,
Okay.
you've seen the armor I wear. Sage like moves her arm around, and like you just hear
Yeah,
metal
the
like clanking.
scale
It's
mail
like
sounds. Yeah.
it's chainmail. It's
Yeah.
chainmail.
Oh, it's chainmail. Yeah.
You
Okay.
just hear it.
Well, so okay, and Renair says this. He says, okay, well, if we scope out the place, the worst thing that will happen is that the hags know that we're outside, and they might tighten up security a little bit.
Or come
Yeah.
out and try and kill us.
And look, if we do go the disguise route, we could probably just clear the vicinity, disguise ourselves, or disguise yourself, Suni, and continue on that way. I suppose.
True.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they'll probably know that something fishy's going on because we're going to
Uh,
be looking around. But if that's the best we got, that's the best we got.
Yeah.
do you think
It's certainly
something
better
good
than walking in through the front door, right?
I mean,
Right.
I think there's still something to be said about walking through the front door.
Suni, I think you could walk through the front door. I don't think the rest of us
I'm
could.
expected to be walking through the
I
front
don't
door
want to.
today.
Oh, actually, that might be a good idea. That way, if you walk through their front door, you'll be distracting them while we scope out the place.
That's a
Oh,
perfect
so
idea.
make Suni the bait.
Well,
Fine.
No,
not
not the bait.
bait.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
You
you could
realize
just
that we're
probably
walking into
try to
something.
talk to them for like a good 15 minutes while we walk around the orphanage, see what we can find.
I mean, I'm good at talking. You've got me there.
You are,
Well,
yes. You're really good at
You're
fast
really
talking.
good at
I've noticed
talking.
that. Yes.
Thank you. I've worked very hard on it. I actually haven't. It's a natural
And
ability.
don't they like
But
you always have good things to say about them, so don't they like you?
you think I want to say the good things about them? Oh my god.
No,
It's like you're not keeping up.
Look,
Uh,
Suni, I feel like you've said worse things than complimenting a hag.
I
exactly.
mean, listen,
well,
I'm
no,
not
more
a flawed person.
I thought that they liked you, Suni. Like you may
No,
not like them,
they
but I
don't
thought
like
you were
anyone.
like the prize child or something.
I mean, kind of, but it doesn't make it a good thing. Okay?
It can be a good thing if you
Yeah,
look
I
at it
mean,
some
being the
way.
prize child of hags probably a bad thing, but in this case, it does mean that they probably like you more than the other children that went through the orphanage, which might mean that they're more likely
No,
to let you talk to them for
wait.
15 minutes.
Well, okay, hold on. But if we're gonna go this route, like how many hags are there in the orphanage?
3.
Volo referred to.
Oh, there's 3.
There's 3.
Three.
Okay, so it's a
That's
coven. So
concerning.
you want all of them in the same room with you, basically. That's what you want. If you
But
want
they're
to
not going to
distract
all
them from
show up
looking
and
at
do
their
the same.
scrying devices or whatever,
I should be so
assuming they
clear.
have any outside the orphanage.
They are not going to let me walk in through the front door and talk to them for 15 minutes if I don't have Aiton in my hands.
What
It's
if
true.
I mean,
you
I
communicate
have a
through
lot
your
that you can
I
say.
mean,
What if
almost nothing to this coven.
what if you tell them that you need something to be able to achieve this from them, and you have to like go and talk to them before you can do it?
That's
They might
actually a
kill
good.
me and find a new prize child, but I could try.
I mean,
I
yeah,
mean, they put
sure.
this
I
much
mean, if
work
you're
into
in
making you
danger,
the
we'll just
prize
have.
child.
If you're in danger and you get captured, that'll just add you to the list of people we need to save.
We will come back if you do manage to get captured.
But
I
we
do hope
promise
you
that we'll
don't.
find
I
you.
just want to be very clear that if I do get captured, I'm never getting out of there. As far as
I
I'm
promise
aware,
you'll
there's
get.
only been one person who's ever escaped, and Aiton could speak more to that than I could.
How did you get
Oh,
out? If you're willing to speak on it, we know it's traumatic.
I don't remember.
Okay.
You do. That's the only thing that you remember, and your mind sort of flashes back to like when you feeling your heart like racing and pulsing, like just a giant shot of adrenaline. You just like running out, basically like the front. Actually, no, it would be out of the nursery door, or like the nursery window. Um, you stumbled into the nursery. You looked around, and you found like just an open window, clear view, and you ran out there. Um, and something happened there, that you can't really quite remember as you were like running further away from the orphanage. But you do remember vividly your heart racing and that nursery window being open.
The window. That's how I escaped, I guess.
You
It's
escape through a window. Huh. Okay.
I don't remember much, but
An open window. Well, I mean, if the
You
hags
Was
are pretty
avoided-
butthurt about you escaping, I'm pretty sure they're probably not going to be keeping that window closed open any longer, right?
If all
we
the
we
rest of the
could
windows,
jimmy it open.
is there a
We could.
chance that one of them wanted you to get out? Because all the other windows are boarded up and locked and everything else, right? And I feel like if they'd been in that place for long enough, they probably would have done so. So if there was an entirely open window, like, I feel like somebody had to do that. And I'm guessing it wasn't anybody except them.
Aiton,
Or
which
Ethan
room
could have.
was this that you escaped from?
it was the nursery room, I think.
Okay, so last I checked, there wasn't a window in the nursery.
Oh, you do remember there being a
Okay,
window.
there is.
Well, but the only thing that you've seen out of the place, it was that front room. That is it. That is where Julie makes all of her deals in that front
Okay,
room.
so what I remember about there being like no, when we had talked a little bit about this, we had talked about how like
Oh,
there
did
weren't
we?
exits
Oh, there
and
weren't
like
exits.
no
Oh, I'm
windows
sorry.
and like the walls were just there.
Okay,
So
yeah, I'm sorry. No,
no, that's
there
okay.
are.
So then like
Yeah,
okay, so there are windows, and then they may have just
there.
been boarded up or whatever, and I've
Yeah.
remembered it. Okay,
That's okay. I probably might have said it back then. But here's what you
That's
know.
fine.
You know that there is a front entrance, like a foyer type of thing. And there is a window, like a large window actually, like into the place, like in the front at the front, beside the door. And the door also has a window, by the way, on it. But it's just covered with drapes, and there's like a display shelf, so like on the window. And you also think like the orphanage is pretty well kept from what you see. Mahogany like walls, very polished. It smells great. Yeah.
Okay. So we could try and find that window again. I highly doubt it will still be open. Or I don't know that there is another way in. I think that we have to go through the front door.
Do you have any?
Well, look, Suni, if you can get them all in the same room and just distract them,
We could. Ethan's pretty good at opening doors, and
we can scope out the place. We can
I'm pretty good
try
at
and find out
pulling
stuff.
boards.
Um, and yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
If you keep them distracted, we might be able to get a lock off the window and the boards off the window.
Okay, so it sounds like I'll go in and ask them for something.
Yes.
I want you to be so clear that it is so incredibly difficult to lie to these people. But I'll do my best. Maybe I die, which would suck.
Let's
I
hope you don't.
really don't think why you're putting yourself on risk for me, Sandy.
For you? No,
Yeah.
it's not for you. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna go in and be bait, and you guys are gonna
You don't
watch
have to be
me look.
bait. Can we just explore the
We're gonna look
place?
around.
No, I
Yes,
think the bait
before we
option is
do
probably the
anything.
best option, Nathan. Also, I think Suni also, in theory, has a bone to pick with the hags here and the whole sword scrying thing, maybe,
it's true.
and contract.
I run faster than you do, so
That's true.
And
If
we gotta worry
this
about that sword too, wouldn't we?
Well,
If
the
she can
sword.
see through the sword, and we're approaching the
yes,
orphanage
I'm not wearing a
with
sword
So
right
I
now.
feel like Suni would be going
Suni.
alone, and we'd be trailing behind
Without the
him.
sword?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay,
with
yeah,
the
that's fair.
sword.
Yeah, just trailing behind him. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah. I think this
Okay.
sounds like a plan. I mean, it may go wrong. I mean,
No, it's
I'm
definitely gonna go wrong, Renee, but that's okay.
well.
Let's
Look,
go and let's
you have a
do it.
contract with the hags. That's what you have.
I don't
You
know
have a
where it is, and
contract
I've
with them?
never read it.
Okay, but they're your patrons.
In a sense,
Okay. Well, I would assume from what I know of patrons that they probably swear some sort of safety amongst their subjects. I
you would
suppose.
think so, but you would also think that if you were in need of signing a contract, that it wouldn't
Mhm.
be under duress, and that it also would be
Oh.
allowed for you to read it.
Okay.
So I don't know. But let's go and find out, why don't we? Worst case scenario, I die. I've got 9 more lives. Well, no, 8. I don't know how subtraction works, if I'm being honest with you. 10?
Okay.
Do I get
Okay,
10 lives?
each time you die, it goes down by 1.
7
I'm-
lives. I will have 7 lives.
Okay.
I'm not sure
What's
that's how.
the worst thing
Wait,
that could
what's the other?
happen? I guess. I don't know. There's worse things than dying.
This
Yeah.
is
There's many
Well,
worse things than dying. I
again.
can
Well,
speak on
now that I
that.
think about it, uh, you might be hoping for death if you get in trouble with them. There might be worse things that they do. But let's hope that you die. Or something better.
Sure, let's hope that I die, Renair.
I'm sorry. I misworded
Let's
that. I don't
hope
want
that you
I don't wish you
live.
that.
Sorry before I lose my nerve.
Okay, let's
I
go.
have a
You have to get
Let's
your
head out.
sword. You have to leave. Should we stage some type of fight of like we're not giving you Athen or something so that they see that you we're not
I
friends?
don't think you guys are any good at acting.
Yeah, I was about to
Well,
say the same thing.
No,
no.
we are.
The
bad.
best chance I have
Anyone-
is to go in there and be like, how do you want me to capture this guy? I'm
Ah,
dumb.
yes.
I don't know anything.
Great plan.
That's probably the best.
Say that you need help. You're they're your patron.
I think they have to listen to me. I think that there are like basic rules of patronage, although I don't really know
Sure.
what they might be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, let's hope.
I don't know.
Or I guess I'll kill myself before they can catch me.
Well,
That-
let's
And then
hope it
there we
doesn't come
go.
down to that.
Yeah,
I mean, I
hope
hope
it
not.
really doesn't.
I'm quite enjoying the tricks I get to play in this lifetime, but I suppose I'll have another.
Well,
Okay,
it
let's
looks like
go.
you're gonna have to play another trick. Yeah.
Right
Okay.
up.
All right.
And I'm going to go back to my room, sigh deeply,
Shall we
look
leave?
dejected in front of the sword. I'm trying to make it seem I don't want them there. I'm just like I'm in my room by myself now with my sword, and I'm just like I'm putting on a show, weeping.
Mhm.
I don't know what to
Oh no.
Oh, you cut out.
has, and he's got so much magic, and I don't know. I only have 1 spell slot, and it's hard for me, and I don't. And that's what I'm doing. Okay.
While this is happening, actually, Renair kind of solemnly sighs and turns towards you three, and he says, well, Suni's alone right now. Are you sure that
Yes.
you can trust him?
Suni.
Suni?
Well, at this
Suni's
point I
candid.
feel better about it.
Yeah, but what's to stop Suni from just waltzing inside and saying, "Hey, Ethan's right outside.
Because I don't
Go
think
get him."
Suni overly knew that Suni was being scryed on, and I don't think he enjoys that experience. Oh, wait, was that the conversation we heard him having when he said that he was practicing for a play? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. He was talking
Yeah,
to
he did not
himself.
seem very happy at all,
Okay.
to be
Well, to
completely
end this
honest.
conversation before Suni comes back, we trust him.
I trust
Relatively.
Suni.
Okay.
I'm gonna put all of my stuff back on in a big huff.
Okay, yeah,
Sage,
sure.
And-
Sage is just
You
like,
know.
I can trust Suni as far as I can throw him, which is probably pretty far. So,
As soon as
For
we
all
put
you know,
on-
this could be Renair's bias against Suni as well.
That's
You're
true.
not sure.
That's true.
She
Yeet.
comes charging back out and goes, "Oh, how lovely to see you all. It's been great. I hope that you had a good rest. Did you?" And is gonna breeze right past you, knowing that you do not have acting skills, so that you cannot respond to it. And is going to say, "I'm popping out for a bit," as he leaves, and is going to make for the bakery with a very winding path. He is taking a
Okay.
path that he is for show. Like, he knows he's being followed by these people who
Yeah.
also know where he's going, but he's gonna
Yeah.
take a winding path to get there.
Okay. But you want to get there first, right?
I do, but I also want them to think that I'm trying to make sure no one's following me.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna
Um,
take a couple of double backs, but I'm still
okay.
gonna get there first.
Okay, sure. I guess everyone listen in while I describe what the entrance looks like.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to repeat it twice, I suppose, for
Yeah.
the other time that you come. So Suni, this is what you see as you enter the street and the orphanage at large. So you see a 2-story building, and it looms before you. It seems like a shabby tenement with a forlorn second floor. And the wooden stairwell on the right side appears to be weathered and leads to a desolate upper level with boarded up windows and broken glass. You think that this second floor is probably derelict and desolate. Like the hags didn't want you going up there, but there is, from what you can see, like a stairwell that leads up to it, the second floor. But the first floor, it looks remarkably well maintained. And flanking the front door are two windows. Their glass is unnaturally polished, and the interior obscured by blood red drapes, and they're adorned with golden fringes. And there's also a wooden sign crudely marked in chalk against the front door window, and it reads, "Potion shop closed, orphanage open," and it seems to be in like childlike handwriting. And as you approach the door, you step onto like a soft doormat at your feet, and it seems to be stitched from soft wool, and it reads, "Orphans wanted," in commanding sort of uppercase.
Um, I will go through the door that I always go through, which is the front one.
One more thing. As you approach the door, you hear like some kind of violent like throwing. And something like puncturing the other side of the door, like the front door.
Hmm. Darlings, it's me. I'm coming in.
Come in, whoever you are.
Whoever I am, it's me, darlings. It's me, Suni Moon. And I'll open the door and walk in and immediately start complimenting everything I see.
Okay, so the first thing that you see as you open the door is like what do you call those things? The things that you shoot like against a dartboard. Darts, yeah.
Darts.
You see a dart just land right like next to your head, basically, and you're like face to face with it, and it kind of.
If you keep working on your aim, darlings, it will get there. You will hit me next time, I promise. We are
Yeah,
getting closer every time.
And she says, "Almost got you."
Almost. Next time, you know how it is. Where are the sisters?
And this is what you see, Suni. Kind of approaching you. This is what you see. She's a large, formidable female. She had once been like a famous athlete, you can tell. But there's muscles clearly in evidence. You can see them in her bull neck, like big shoulders, thick arms, sinewy wrists. And looking at her, you get the feeling that this person could probably bend iron bars. And her face, it's neither a thing of beauty nor a joy forever. She has an obstinate chin, a cruel mouth, small, arrogant eyes, and a very pointy nose. And she's grinning at you as she waltzes over towards you. Kind of like a bully.
Darling, you look lovely today. You get lovelier every time I see you. Where are
Yeah.
your sisters?
As she approaches you, you can notice the warts on her face. She's got some acne. But you look around, and this is what you see. As you enter, a sort of calm feeling seems to wash over you. You see a cozy fireplace. It casts a soft glow over like cushioned chairs, over stuffed bookshelves, carpeted floors. And there's a front counter, and it spans the entire back wall. It's displaying a sparse collection of colorful potions with curious labels. And she's past the counter now, and she's waltzing up to you. And she says, "Good to see ya, Suni. Good to see ya."
It's always lovely to see you too. Oh my
And she
goodness.
reaches out towards your shoulder and grasps it. And like with her teeth clenched, almost as if she knows that you don't want her to do that. Yeah. And she pulls you in tight.
Right. Yes. The touching.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and she kind of drags you over to like the center of the room, and she says, "Where's my present?"
Well, there's been a bit of a snafu, if you will, about the present. Have you ever heard of delivery issues? That's what we're having. I needed to talk to you and your sisters. Are your sisters present?
Why do you need to see my sisters?
Mostly because I'm incompetent and I know it, and I'm really sorry, but I'm going to need a little bit of help if I'm going to do the thing that you want me to do.
And she kind of waltzes over to the other side of um, the shelf, and she says, "An honest servant, commendable."
You know me, I'm here to serve. I've done the grossest of all tasks for you, and I'll do the nastiest too. I just need a little bit of help because unfortunately you have found a bit of a fool. A hot
Make
one though. With the glamour, of course.
make a persuasion check.
Love to. Everyone blow on it virtually. Great, thank you. That worked. Okay. So I gotta double check what I got for my ad here. 22.
Oh, well done.
Pretty good.
Um,
17 plus 5.
And she says, "Well, Suni, I must admit, you are quite the persuasive one."
Well, I thought that's why you liked me. I have
Yes,
all the potential to get you
it
all the
is.
things you want.
It is why I like you, and it's why I chose you to be my subordinate.
Yes, and I do love being your subordinate.
Great.
Unfortunately, I am not quite as smart as some of the other subordinates that other people have. And I
A
am
pity.
stumped.
No matter.
Hence why I come to you now.
Fine, I will retrieve my sisters.
Thank you. I will wait here. And you know what? The decor is looking gorgeous. Have you changed the drapes since the last time I was here?
And she says, "No, they've been the
Oh,
same since
well,
you
they
got
look
here."
refreshing.
And as you look at them, you can make an investigation check if you want.
Okay.
Investigation?
Yeah.
I got a +1, which would
And
make that 2.
okay.
Unless
No,
you
you
guys
seem to
let me
take in
add now once.
this beautiful scenery. It is a very nicely kept store. It's
Good.
great. Yeah. You also do notice though, 2 exits out of the room. There is one behind the counter, and then there is another to the right on the right wall. And it seems
Alright, you
to
must have cut out. I'm not sure what it is that's to the right.
another exit out of the room.
Oh, okay, there are
Both
exits.
Yes, both of them are wooden doors. They seem to be closed, and they like over each door is a statue. One of a vulture behind the counter, another of an eagle on the right, just over the door.
Am I currently alone in this space?
Yes, you are actually. Yeah, she left to the right door, through the right door. She left.
I would
And
like
as
to
she opened the door, you couldn't hear any children on the other side. It seems to be pretty silent.
I'd like to go to the left door, and I don't wanna open it, I just want to, like, casually be look as though I'm looking around that room, and I just wanna listen through the door to see if I can hear anything.
You'd have to get behind the counter. Do you want to do that? It's behind the counter on the back
Yes,
wall.
I think I will do that. I think that will be
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, you just waltz over
Can
towards
I
the
really
back.
quick, how many feet of distance is behind the counter from the door?
5 feet.
Oh,
5
yeah,
feet.
for sure. Yeah, I'll go through it, no worries.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you just kind of waltz in there. You put your head against the door. Just make a perception check.
Okay. 14.
Okay. Um. So you don't hear anyone like on the other side, or actually, no, never mind. You do hear some kind of like pot or pan kind of like clinking and clanking, like the sound of like someone probably like mixing something. And then you hear Julie kind of like enter, like open a door and begin to berate like one of her sisters, probably like a cook.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I think that Julie is in the room behind this door?
Yes.
Okay.
So, but she didn't enter through this door. She entered through
Okay.
the other one.
So I think that both of these doors go to the same spot.
Yeah. Well, probably. Yeah.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab one of the potions off of the shelf.
So you do try to. Oh, hold on. So you do notice that it is closed. The stand. Um.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are no potions like behind
But there are potions on them. Yes.
Oh, it's just that they're like locked in like.
They're unlocked. Suspiciously. So.
I'm going to grab one. I don't care which one it is, just
So
whichever one.
You'd like to slide it open?
I would like to slide it open.
Okay. So everyone else, you guys are outside the orphanage. You guys are just starting to approach, and as you begin to approach, you can hear an explosion.
Okay, that's my bad, guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Suni,
It's fine.
I want you to make a a dexterity save.
Love
Is-
to.
Is this when we start assuming Suni's dead, guys? 'Cause that didn't look good.
16?
I think
no.
that is enough. Okay, so you succeed, but you take half damage. Okay, yeah,
I take
it is
half
enough.
damage?
So you take half damage, and I will calculate the damage. So yeah, you think that this, as you slid open the shelf, it was trapped, probably by some magical ward. Two, three, four. Okay. Okay. So you take 15 thunder damage, but you have it halved, so it's 7. You take 7 thunder damage, and the shelf just shatters and glass like everywhere, and all the potions are just gone. They've all shattered. So yeah, you think you probably tripped a trap or something. And then you can hear like booming footsteps begin to approach the front room.
Okay. I'm gonna look incredibly dazed because I'm trying to not let them know that I've been improving without them. So that should have basically killed me. So I'm trying to look as though I've basically almost died.
Okay. Like you've almost
Oh,
died.
no.
I am weeping on the floor, clutching my whole body, and going, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I thought it was. I just wanted to look. Oh my god, why would you do that?"
And Julie just begins to start berating you, and she says, "Oh, you pile of filth!
No, I'm all.
Those were expensive potions!"
Yes, I know. I'm so sorry, Judy. I'm so sorry. Why would you make it explode?
And she says, "So no one could get into the content inside. That's why."
Well, but there are so many ways to do that that don't affect the potions.
She says, "No."
Oh,
And she begins to actually tend to your wounds, and she produces something, and like a golden flask. But you notice another woman enter the room, but not a third. This second woman, you haven't met her, so this is the first time you meet her. It's like a crotchety, like old lady, who's dressed in white, like baker's wear. Yeah, and she says, "Oh, Cookie," and like Cookie, like responds, and she tells Cookie to get like a healing potion. She
okay.
retreats back.
I guess you can add it to my tab. I'm really sorry. I just wanted to look.
Mhm.
You always tell me about the cool things you make, and I thought I would like to take a look.
And you can hear more footsteps approaching from some other part of the building as well. So maybe you caused enough of a commotion to really just distract all the hags at the same time. So
You're
yeah,
welcome, guys.
okay. Okay, so yeah, you hear this explosion inside. What do you guys do as you approach?
Okay. So we're approaching. We're not even scouring the area, right?
Not yet, no.
So
Ah,
is
no,
this where we
seven.
assume Suni's dead.
Something's gone horribly wrong.
Like I have honest concerns. An explosion does not seem like Suni's style. If he was doing this, he's more of the Eldritch Blast sort of deal.
Yeah, we should check up on it. Ethan, do you think something could have gone wrong?
I do not know. I do not remember. But we have to save Sunny, right?
I would
But
say yes.
but
Renair like reluctantly begins to like get closer and closer to the entrance, and he says, "Shh," and he's trying to like listen at the door, and he says, "What? It looks like they're tending to his wounds." I think
Oh,
this is the distraction that we've been waiting for, to be honest.
perfect, perfect. Suni's not
I think we
dying. That's
should.
all I care about.
Okay, well, we should get going then.
all right.
Does anyone else think this place gives you the creeps? By the way, and he just like looks
Yes.
around. Yeah, you
I
notice
do.
like broken
Yeah.
street lamps.
Can I
Yeah.
roll perception to see if there's anything else?
Yeah, sure.
That is 13. Not that high.
You know, you don't notice anything else jumping out at you. No.
Do I think anything like weird or something like?
You can all roll perception checks if you want.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Ethan, if you're looking for something weird, make it investigation.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
That's a
20.
17.
Okay, wonderful. So Ethan, you think that the walls of this first floor, at least, are covered in illusory magic to make it appear inviting to potential customers. Mahogany wood walls. And Sage, you notice the surrounding area. The nearby broken street lamps are topped with effigies, twisted hair strands, and eerie trinkets, and they seem to be all facing the entrance as if bearing witness to you.
Guys, I feel like we're being watched.
Are we? Let's look around.
We need to hurry. We need to hide. Might, they might see me. And these walls, I do not remember them being that beautiful, especially from the inside. These look fake walls, illusion walls.
Bubba, come here.
Okay. Well, we can just do like one quick pass around the orphanage, see what we can find. It's like a
Sure.
cursory glance. Okay.
That sounds great.
All right. So as you
Then,
scurry along the alleyways around, um,
then I'm scared. I don't know.
which direction do you move forward? Do you do it clockwise or do it counterclockwise from the entrance?
Whichever is
My
the
instinct
shortest,
just
I
says
guess.
counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. So starting from the
Yeah.
right. Sorry, so starting on the right. Okay. So you do it counterclockwise. As soon as you turn the corner, you do notice like a set of stairs, like like a kind of a broken staircase up towards like a second tenement on top, like a second floor. And you pass that, and you do encounter what seems to be an open window.
An open window.
Yeah, and you recognize this open window, Ethan. This is the window that you climbed out of to escape.
Why is it still open?
Yep. Why? You're not sure?
That's the window that I escaped from. That's the one. But why is it open? Yes.
And Nathan, like now that you're seeing it, you begin to remember. You remembered like your heartbeat, the sound of your heartbeat, but you remember something on top of that, like an eerie sort of ghostly singing. But it's not going on right now. And if you'd like to look inside, you can. It is invitingly open.
I peered inside, but I won't touch it.
Okay, so this is what you see as you just peer inside this room. So you see. Ugh, this is why I like to have my notes printed. There we go. Okay. You see a creepy nursery. This nursery before you is still and silent. And you smell an overwhelming stench of honey. And houses and toys lay scattered. Their paint is chipped and worn, giving them a sort of ghastly appearance in the faint shadows. And there's a dozen cribs that line the walls.
Hmm.
This window, it seems like a trap to me.
But didn't you come out from it? Can I roll some sort of investigation? Or I have actually I spent a spell so I cast detect magic.
Around the window? Okay.
Yes,
Um, so you
but to
cast
be
detect
safe.
magic around the window. Let's see if you find
Yes.
anything magical.
Is it
Uh,
marked off spell
it's not a
slot?
binary thing. Detect magic, is it?
No, it's
It's
not.
not a yes or no. It's so. What is it? Like you know the location of a potential magic creature?
Uh, Let me read out detect
Mhm.
magic. You sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any
Ah,
visible creature object in that area that bears magic.
that
You
bears
learn its school of
magic.
magic, if any. It can penetrate
Okay.
most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
So at eye level, you don't notice anything, but you kind of cock your head upwards, um,
Mhm.
and it seems as if, like the center of the room at the top, like you didn't look inside the room, did you?
No,
No, no, okay, you're not poking your head
not yet.
through, but you do
Not
notice
yet.
a faint aura of magic, um, on the ceiling near the
Yeah.
center of the ceiling. Yeah, the nursery. Yeah, 30 feet of you. Let's see if there's anything else. Uh, do you want to do this just like all around if you want?
Yes.
Just
Yes.
continue.
All right.
Okay. By the way, you also passed two windows to get to this open window as well.
And they both are boarded up, right?
Yeah, boarded up and padlocked on the outside.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, it's odd that you find the padlocks to be on the outside. Usually they would be inside. But you probably think like you get this chilling feeling that it's probably to keep people in rather than out. Um, yeah.
Oh,
So, uh, the rest of the right side of the orphanage, there's no windows. Um, and you turn around, you kind of pass the back wall. You notice two more boarded up windows. See if you notice any magic. I don't think so. Okay, yes, you do notice magic on the back right corner of the orphanage.
Back
And it
right.
is
Okay.
um, necrotic magic.
Okay.
Yeah. Um,
Sage lights up at that.
yeah.
My joy.
The curve. I'll say something. Something that feels like undeath over there.
The left side, you pass the left side. You notice five windows in total, all boarded up, padlocked.
Mhm.
Um, you notice a faint aura of magic. Do, 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 do. Um, near the front, uh, on the left, you notice a faint aura of. Let's say. Um, hmm, actually, oh yeah, more necrotic magic. And let's see. And the front is the front. Yeah, the front is just all illusory.
should we go through that window? I know it's a trap, but that's the only way in. Maybe there's a way we can save it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Renair says, Um, well, if you didn't notice any magic on the walls, then that's a good sign, I suppose. Maybe
That
they're
is
not
true.
magically trapped.
Mm-hmm.
You did notice magic on the walls in the front. It's all illusory.
It's all illusory.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mhm.
It seems like whatever they have up front is some sort of illusion. But other than that, the rest over here, the walls around and all are stable, right? Nothing else.
Oh, sorry. No. I did mention earlier, like the whole front. Sorry, the whole like all the walls in the first floor are shrouded in illusory magic. Um, but that's it. At
Okay.
least the outside walls. Yes, that's another thing that you picked up.
Okay.
But it's all
Interesting.
illusory.
So what now? Do we go in
I
or should we
guess.
regroup?
Well, I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
there's going to be a better time to go in where they aren't just like watching us,
Let's
right?
cut. How about we come back to Suni?
Yep.
Actually,
Yep.
let's
Let's go.
let's take a like a 5 minute break. Oop, sorry. And then we'll cut back to Suni. And then we'll go from there. Okay.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
See you soon.
Hello, welcome back to Ready Set Save. I am your host Mateo, and let's cut back to Suni real quick. Um, so yeah, the hags seem to be just like all over you, sort of in a frenzy, like arguing with each other, about how to tend your wounds and stuff. Like Cookie comes back, and basically just shoves a bunch of healing potions just like into your chest. Um, and uh, uh, out one of the other doors as well, the right door, is another. Do you know? Have you seen American Horror Story?
No,
Do
Yes.
you know? Do you know an actor, Sarah Paulson?
I do know
Yes,
that.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
her.
She's yeah okay yeah. She looks like Sarah Paulson. This is the best way
All
that I can
right.
describe her.
Oh, damn.
Just
Okay.
odd,
Wow.
and skinny. She kind of just like walks up to you, um, and she looks at the commotion, but she's kind of poised, and reserved. She doesn't really say much, just like what Sarah Paulson would normally do. But anyways, so Julie kind of like grabs at you from like the back of your neck, and she pulls you up, kind of like a cat.
You drop all the
Not.
potions.
Oh, you drop all the potions. Okay.
I'm trying to stall, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
immediately going
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I'll roll for it if you want me to, but I
Oh no, no,
am.
it's
Sure.
okay. No, they shatter all
Very
onto the
good.
floor. Yeah.
I'm not. So I'm sorry. You scared me. I'm.
Oh, you cut out again for me.
So yeah. Rose, no.
That's okay. We can cut back to the other group. Okay. So what are you guys doing?
Well, I
Am I back?
suppose we're. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, you're back.
oh.
Yes.
I'm back. Sorry. Yeah. I just drop everything, and I'm gonna go. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect that. You scared me. I wasn't ready. I'm so sorry. I'll pay for it. I have gold now.
And she says, "Pay us! Pay us!" And she like hoists you up like right next to
I drop
your face.
all of my money.
You just drop all of your money. Okay.
I'm gonna, but slowly. I'm gonna like one coin. I'm pulling them out of various pockets. Like this is gonna be a process. I am aiming to buy somewhere around the 3 minutes worth of time mark as I go. Oh wait, I have more, and pull more out.
Yeah,
This
kind of
is
like
like,
like a drooping kitten. She's like holding you up from like your feet.
and I'm just
Yeah.
slowly shaking coins out of wherever it is that I'm keeping them.
Yeah. And she's
Um,
trying to shake them out of you too. She's
yeah, and
faster,
then
faster.
I type up. Oh, I'm sorry, and I'm trying to buy us about 3, maybe 4 minutes if I'm lucky of time
Yeah.
as I give them all of my money.
Okay.
And so I think we can probably spend those 3 or 4 minutes cut back with the other group as
Yeah.
I'm just trying to buy their time.
Okay. All right. So you guys go to the open window.
Yep.
Okay. What do you do?
Well, guys,
Uh,
shall we go in or?
is this a time to scout or should we make our move? I turn to Ethan.
I can't tell.
He's like,
Sunny's stalling for time for us to make a
you're
move.
right, you're right. Let's go in. Let's go in.
Okay.
It's
Well,
gonna
what
be a
did you say
quick
you
in
noticed
and
about this room?
me.
No, Basil.
You said that I thought it was an aura of death, right?
You'd also noticed Nora on the ceiling of the
Sorry.
nursery.
Of the nursery.
Yeah. You noticed Nora of magic on the ceiling.
Yeah, there's also some sort of magic up there. I sort of point up to the, towards the ceiling from the window.
From the inside?
Do you have
Yeah.
any idea what it is, or?
I can't fully.
And why don't we just go check? Well,
Yeah.
any of you lads wanna inside?
I'm,
Uh,
I look. I look
who
towards
do we
Ethan.
think has the best chance?
Since it's my problem, I would like to go in first.
Okay.
If
Is that what?
no,
Okay.
if you're sneaking, you're sneaking in, right, guys? Out of
Yes,
character.
we're sneaking in. Yes.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that reaching for my bag, we have rolled stealth at some point, so I'm reaching for my bag. As I take out this burnt leaf, okay, and as I crush into ash and rub it across my arms, the tattoos light up as symbol of the moon appears. Constellation of the moon appears, and there's this dark mist that emanates from me before silently covering all of us and staying that way as I cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, wonderful.
That's a +4, not +10.
Yeah,
Okay.
+4 of first level. Okay.
Yeah, +4 to your stealth rolls when we do make them.
Okay, that's good.
Oh,
That's good. That's really good. Okay. I'm not gonna have you make a stealth roll as you pop your head inside. And well, first of all, Renair, before you do so, Renair kind of brushes his hand above, like at the top of the window, and he says, "Just making sure it's not a guillotine or anything." And he just gestures towards you to poke your head inside.
all right. I'll poke my head inside.
And you look up.
Yeah. I'll be careful of looking up.
As your gaze ascends, a crushing weight of foreboding engulfs your heart, and around a half dozen grotesque bird people are perched onto branches in eerie slumber around a large hanging nest on the ceiling.
I'm gonna put my foot back outside.
So,
What is it?
what did you
There's
see?
birds on the roof.
On the roof?
Birds?
Yes,
We can't see the roof.
the roof inside the
Oh, the
Oh,
ceiling.
ceiling.
Yeah.
ceiling. Yes.
Ah, ceiling. What type of bird? Why
Birds?
are they inside? What are they doing?
I don't know. They looked
This
at
is
me.
what they looked like, by the way. I'll show you a picture. Let me see if I can.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Let me see them.
That's something.
Bird people.
They looked at me,
People.
and,
That's
and,
an
my,
important
bird people.
distinguisher.
Yeah.
and my heart stopped for a minute.
Do
Yeah.
you know something
Foreboding.
about the bird people things, or?
I don't know who they are. Probably they. Do I remember anything about them? No, right?
You think, like, sort of making a connection that these might have been the things that were singing as you were trying to exit.
So they aren't bad? They didn't try to kill you?
I have no idea. They let me escape
Then should we
because
take our
I don't.
chances?
You were quick. You remember you were quick. And you were stumbling all over the toys. This floor is littered with them.
So we just get in and we book it out of this room, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I would
Renair,
say we did.
Nathan, brother of mine.
We book it.
Yeah, we run really, really fast, or as fast as you possibly can to get out of the. How big is this room?
I mean, your brother just cast a spell that can let us. Well, it's up to you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
ways.
Sorry, I'm really used to just being a walking wind
We are
chime,
quite.
to be completely
Yeah.
honest.
That's
As
fair.
you walk, you would feel like there's no real sound coming from your footsteps.
Yeah, Sage is just like, I've been
Okay.
a walking wind chime for a large portion of my life. Yeah, then I
So
vote we could just sneak past.
all right, I'm gonna like
Sneak
put
past the
back in
birds.
and
Mhm.
see whether these birds look at me. Like, what are they doing right now?
No, you think they're in eerie slumber. But you do notice this like a foul stench of honey.
Ugh, honey.
Honey.
Rancid honey?
Where is it coming from? Can I smell that?
Make a perception check.
A 13.
Okay. You notice the walls seem to be glistening, like with honey. There's like droplets of honey just like running down the walls. And like you also notice like a few wrappers amongst the like scattered toys across the floor, like candy wrappers, like cough drops.
Hmm.
This screams like a trap to me, but
Is there any reason to assume that perhaps these bird creature things used to be human? Or humanoid?
candies,
Bird
honey.
creatures. Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
Look, I don't
I
have a
guess
better
are they
name.
harpies? Harpies.
Harpies.
Maybe they're
What are
harpies.
those? Explain, please. Do.
Well,
Can I make
harpies. They usually live in the mountains. I have no idea why you would find them here.
Yeah, why are they
But
here?
their whole shtick is basically singing a song and getting people to become entranced and make them approach.
A
Where
Ah!
they
song.
then just
That's what
kidnap
I
them.
heard when I was escaping. But
Okay.
maybe it did
Ah!
not take hold of me. The
Yeah,
song
I
was
mean,
coming from my heart. That was good.
it
Interesting.
doesn't work. It doesn't work for everyone. Some people have more natural immunity to it than others. I would suspect.
I'm
But
fine with this. I'm fine with going.
if there's a half a dozen in there, um,
Hmm.
well, we've just got to sneak past them.
Yes.
We
And
should,
also,
yeah.
assuming there are babies in them, assuming there are babies in there, we also don't want to wake them
Yes. Yes.
because then they'll cry, and then they'll wake up the other, the harpies.
Yes.
So.
Yes. We'll try. Yeah. And I mean, if all else fails, I mean, I don't know. I've never been overly
No, if
enthralled by
anything fails,
songs
right,
before, so.
I'll
Okay.
make sure you guys get out safely.
So you try to sneak past. Well, actually, let's cut back to
Poor Suni.
to Suni. So it's been another 4 minutes, Suni.
Sorry, they did
Um,
nothing in 4 minutes. Not that I know that, but that's fine. Okay.
Hey, we figured out there were
Yeah.
bird creatures and what they were.
You've completely been shaken out of all the gold's been shaken out of you, and now like Julie berates you some more.
That was
And
about the gold. Can I please have the healing potions? A second set. I did pay for them, and then some.
And she says, they all begin to like mumble and argue amongst each other and squawk, but they
Can I do some kind of roll to see if I can like encourage this argument? Because again, stalling for
okay,
time.
yeah, just like argue. Yeah, sure.
What would you
You can
like for
make
that?
like a just like a deception check.
Oh, I'd love to make a deception check. Okay, so first of all, that is a
Spur this
natural
argument.
20, and I
Oh,
add
wonderful.
7.
Ooh.
Okay, great. Yeah. So
So could that maybe buy us like another 3 minutes?
yeah, yeah, you find that they begin to like get into an argument about Athan, or the
Every
one who
so
calls
often I'll
themselves
type in
Athan.
just at the
Yeah.
right time to like inspire
Perfect.
them to go off on a tangent, right? They'll be like,
Yeah.
and that red-headed boy, and I'll be like, actually, I think it's actually more of a dusty brown.
Okay.
I just
Yeah,
see
yeah.
if I can like egg them into
Yeah.
tangents.
Yeah, and then they start getting into opportunity cost and risk and potions and they
We're
complain
getting
about how
into
they're
like
going to have to make
economic
all of these
cycle.
potions again, but that they're closed and lots of opposing arguments. It's just a giant argument.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So okay, you guys want to sneak past, right?
Yes.
Yes,
All right,
sneak
all
past.
of you
Hopefully.
make all of you make stealth rolls, but make it with disadvantage.
I already have
Because
disadvantage.
okay, that's
Ooh.
fine. Because the floor is littered with toys and wrappers, as you know.
Damn.
The
So
joys
It
of D&D,
kills them.
and you can't have double disadvantage.
it is a low DC though.
Yeah.
We got +4, right?
A +4, yes.
11.
11, okay,
15.
15,
21.
and 21.
I
Okay,
feel
wonderful.
I feel good
So
about the 11.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, even with disadvantage, you know that you sneak past, open the door, close it behind you, and this is what you see. You are now in what looks to be a long, sort of claustrophobic hallway, and it's enclosed by rotting wood walls, and the place is dark and
Bless me.
shadowy, devoid of any windows, and all the doors seem to be standing closed. You notice um, uh, in the wall in which you came from, there's two more doors on your left, and in the front wall, like the wall across you, there's three doors, like along the hallway as well, um, to your left. One door across from you, and there's a set of double doors on your right, at the end of the hallway. But you're nearer to the end of the hallway than yeah, like at the center.
Okay.
So you're deeper into this hallway.
Do I recognize this hallway?
Um, you recognize it as the hallway you needed to. Oh, sorry. Um, no, you're entering. Sorry, you're entering from the middle portion of the hallway. So there's two doors on your right, two doors on your left, and one across from you, and the set of double doors at the end as well on your right. Uh, but uh, yeah, you notice that this is the hallway that you pass through every day, to get to every which way in the orphanage. But you don't really recall it's like anything particular about these doors and rooms.
You see Ethan, like he's touching the wall with his mouth, sweating a lot because just feels so afraid. Just feels so panicked. He feels like he's a rat that has gone back to his trap for
Yeah,
some
and
reason.
Athan, you can hear faint whispers. You see some kind of like flickering shadow in the corner of your eye to your right, near the double doors, actually at the end of the hallway. They seem to be imposing, these double doors.
I hear something from the double door. Can I make out
Yeah.
anything from the whispering?
Um, yeah. Oh, you can make a perception check. And as you kind of like scan the walls, etc.
That's just a two, unfortunately.
Okay.
Um, I hear some whispers from those double doors. Maybe we should go there. I don't
They're
know.
on to your right. They're at the end of the hallway. Yeah.
Yeah, unless we want to
Okay.
explore some other places. We'll be here for. Just want to
You
check
also,
it.
yes, you also hear to your left, at the end of the hall, like a bunch of people squabbling at each other, like and having an argument.
Can I hear in what they're saying?
Um, yeah, they seem to be arguing about potions, who works the hardest, Sunni, the patronage, how it was all a mistake, et cetera, et cetera.
That seems
Yeah.
about right.
All right,
Given current recent events.
all right. Let's go to the double doors.
Sure.
ASAP.
Yeah, double doors.
Ethan, we
Let's
will
go
do
double.
whatever you want. You are in charge here.
Yes. We
I
trust you
am,
completely.
but you trust me completely. What if I lead you to your deaths? I do not want that.
Yeah, I will say on my side, he trusts very easily. I have my reservations about absolutely everyone. I trust you a reasonable amount that any normal person would.
Thank you, Sage. All right, onwards. Where's Rainier, by the way?
He's following us,
Renier's
right?
just with you.
Okay, okay.
He's just there.
Yeah, he's just there. Um, hmm. Okay. What else do you do, Sunni? Let's get back to you.
Okay.
They're at the tail end of this argument. Oh, my dog. They're at the tail end of this argument, and it seems like they finally settled on the fact that yes, they need to get these potions remade, and that your patronage, although risky, was worth it, and that they should heal you up. So Cookie is leaving to get maybe some more
Okay.
potions.
So I'm gonna take whatever potions. Oh, Cookie's leaving to get more potions?
Yes, leaving to get more potions.
Okay. I mean, I don't know that they're
Yeah, they're
back
outside.
there.
Yeah, but she's exiting through the kitchen door, and you guys can hear, all of you, someone approach the door opposite the door that you entered through in the hallway.
So he's gonna say, "Thank you, Cookie. I do appreciate you getting me a new potion. I really do appreciate it." I don't know where the potions are coming from, but I'm hoping that if someone is behind there, they will have some indication that someone is coming and that they are going to gather something and then they're leaving.
Yeah,
Can we go
someone's
to the?
approaching the hallway.
Wait, what about the double door? Like, where is that?
That is at the end of the hallway to your right. You
Is there
notice
a
faint
door
whispering.
nearby?
Yes, there's a couple. You can
I'll just.
wager a guess. You can wager a guess that like on the far wall, to your left, that is probably the door to the room in which Suni is in.
I
But
see.
there's another door across from that, the wall that you came from. So
Maybe
if you
we
want to
should
go to the
hide in
left,
a room real quickly.
Okay, sure.
yeah, if you want to scamper there, you can scamper back into the nursery, but you'd have to make another stealth check.
Yeah.
We could, yeah.
I think we just open a random room and just like hide in there.
We could.
Sure, if
nearest?
that's
I'm
what
not.
you think the
Yeah.
best option is.
The
How do we
nearest
know
I
is
they're
the
don't
not
think
nursery
we can
watching
room.
us?
take on a hag, even
Okay,
one.
so we hide. Actually, hmm,
Like in a split second decision, you like the I would say like the only room that you probably think it doesn't have any sort of semblance of danger would probably be one of the rooms, like lining the hallway,
yeah.
and probably the room on your left coming from the
Uh,
wall that you came from.
all right, so let's go to that left door. I opened it
Okay.
up and like I beckon everyone in, like stealthily.
Okay. Um. Yeah, and you notice someone enter into the hallway, and recede further and further into the heart of the orphanage, probably towards those double doors, actually, like into the hallway. Um, uh, you notice behind you, kind of just like turn. There's like an overcrowded classroom, and it looks like it can seat more than 50 students at a time, and features a giant chalkboard at the back wall with a schedule, and above it looms a sign. If you are having fun, you are not learning. That is what the sign says.
I
The
firmly
It's all in
classroom.
capital.
disagree with that. What does the schedule look like?
Okay. It's written in 24-hour time.
I mean, hey,
You have
some
a
people just
reservations
use
about
that
that?
because it's better.
Okay.
As
So
a
0 to
woman, I'm really feeling attacked here. I'm not here, but I am feeling a little
Hey,
attacked when you talk 24-hour time.
hey, 24-hour time is fine.
Yeah, it's good. I like it too.
I
I,
don't have
I
problems
remember
with
we
it.
alluded to the idea that like people who used it 24-hour time or something were evil or something. I can't remember.
I don't know. I
Um,
don't mind it. I use it when like it makes sense to use it for like the sake of information.
All right. So this is what the schedule is: 0 to 8, sleep; 8 to 9, first breakfast; 9 to 10, physical education; 10 to 11, second breakfast; 11 to 12, spelling. I'll just like continue on with, like every hour.
Yeah.
So next hour, lunch; the next hour, mischief management; next hour, second lunch; next hour, nap time; next hour, snack; next hour, prayer to host; next hour, first dinner; next hour, bedtime stories with Julie; next hour, second dinner; and the last hour is hide and seek, 11 to 12.
Wow, you guys got like a lot of food.
Yes, that is correct. And Ethan, like when you stare at this schedule, you feel that it hasn't changed And when you look at all of the food times, you recognize like every time that you went to lunch, you were really hungry, really hungry.
Weird. Basil, do you find it weird that they got to play hide and seek at like very close to bedtime? Because Mum and Dad would not let us do that. That was
Oh
not allowed.
yeah,
And
and
who is this host? Prayer to host. What is this?
Oh yeah,
is that
Probably.
Renair points towards that. The name host is like sort of ringing a bell. Like you think that this might have been some sort of like god that you were forced to like worship or revere. But you think it might have been some sort of god that watched over the orphanage, watched over everyone.
any idea who that god is at all, by
Uh,
any
I,
chance?
I don't remember much, but some kind of I see these weird flashbacks that I even start sweating more, a bit panic. It's
Mhm.
some kind of god. I don't know.
Yeah, and you recall like all of these lunch times, like the room in which you had lunch was like overcrowded, but also like everyone there, they were pretty like obese. Like everyone in the orphanage was
Um,
damn?
like
is there any like
yeah.
insignia related to a god around at all?
Um yes, you do notice an idol of what seems to be an apple
Okay, I feel less bad. Good, I'm good.
on the desk.
Less concerned.
But it's tainted black.
Uh,
Yeah, and this is what you think is host.
mm-hmm.
And you were forced against your will to pray to this thing, and at times you like you kind of lost hope and you did pray to it. Um, you don't think like you got any answers, but
M-
um,
My detect magic is still up, so
yeah,
do I notice?
no, you don't notice
Nice.
any magic
Got
inside
it.
this
Can
room.
I do a
Yeah,
religion check to see if Sage has any idea what god this could be associating to?
sure.
Okay.
You've got pretty little info, but
17.
okay. Uh, you think this might be like culty stuff,
Oh, great.
something that you'd
Okay.
expect out of a cult, not a a
So perhaps
formal
not like a
religion.
real god, like a cult leader sort of god.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Sage feels much better about life.
Well, not a cult leader. Like host might not be the cult leader. Like you guys were making offerings to host, etc. But um, and the hags always alluded to host being like the steward of the house.
Sage
Did
feels
I ever
better.
meet them? No, right?
Meet host? No,
No.
you have never met anything akin to host before. Mhm.
No, Sage was worried about a few things there for a second. Sage is no longer worried about said few things.
Uh, we should leave this room before I get
Could we take the
really.
apple?
Yeah.
No,
It could be leverage.
leverage to
Just like the
what
idol of
exactly?
an apple. It's like on a little pedestal.
I don't know
It's not an actual apple.
if
It's like
they like it.
wood carved.
Yeah, if they
Yeah.
like it enough, we could barter with it to get what we want. Maybe.
That's
We
one
just
way
used
of
to
thinking.
worship this thing. I don't think this has any monetary value or
Look,
anything.
it's not
They
monetary. I'm saying I worship certain things in my life, and if someone were to take them away from me, I'd do a hell of a lot to get it back.
Mhm. But as you stare at this idol, Ethan, it seems as if like something within you like is getting like excited. Like not like not like sexually. I mean like
That's
just
not
just
where my
excited.
brain went.
Yeah. No. Okay.
I did.
Yeah, but no.
Not where it
Uh,
went.
eager is what I mean. Eager.
Eager to what exactly?
Um, the kind of feeling of excitement that you get before meeting an old friend.
Oh, that's concerning.
I smiled a bit. The statue.
should we take it? Like, Basil, how would you feel if somebody stole your book? You do a lot to get that
I
book back.
I sort of grumble. Yes. Also, my deck magic has nothing on this apple.
I don't think the apple's
You're-
magical. I think they're just using it as a proxy for whatever the god is. Like in the
Yeah,
house.
it's an idol.
That's
Yeah.
what I was worried about. There's anything magical. I'm so strict. Can I do a nature check? Is this a normal apple?
No, it's not an
No,
apple.
no, no.
It's
This
a
is
wood carving of an
it's a
apple.
wood carve. It's a wood carving of
Wood
an
carve,
apple
sorry.
with a pedestal. Yeah.
Yes, which Sage has determined it means that they've decided it's important.
It's been painted jet black.
I mean,
Yeah.
it couldn't hurt to take the apple.
Ah,
Okay,
sure,
Suni.
you can take it, but I don't know.
We need
You
leverage.
notice Cookie enter again, and this is what they do. Uh,
Do I get my
Uh,
healing potions?
no, they're not gonna hand it to you back again. Julie just like hoists you up like face to face with you, and she says, oh, sorry, I'm drawing a blank. She says that she doesn't like being made a fool of. Okay. But it's clear that they've all been made fools of already. And this is what she says. Sooner or later, Suni, you'll see that everything I do was for your own good. And she begins to like canter over towards like the door, and she like pulls it open.
I'm so sorry. What could we get on the same
She
page?
shoves you outside.
Am I outside of the
the
shop
orphanage?
now?
Yeah, you're outside the shop.
So she hasn't done me any damage.
No, she just like threw you out.
And so I'm pretty sure that my friends are still inside.
Yes. Yeah.
Suni
And she
casts
says,
Shatter.
Oh,
shatter.
yes.
Okay. Huh.
We'll probably
if
hear
You
this.
heard the
if you
same.
cast shatter, we'd have to roll initiative with these
That's fine.
hags.
Yes.
And
I
then
don't
wanna
want
cast it?
them
Okay.
alone in the orphanage with the hags. I am going to cast Shatter on the hags, which theoretically
It would break the
are
windows.
all
Yeah.
within range.
Yeah, they are all within range, and they would break the windows as well. Yeah.
Sick. Okay. So
This is when we
but
learn
let's see
how
if they
smart that contract was.
let's see if any of them actually break. Okay.
okay. They have to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, hold on. Oh, we're rolling initiative though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
do I get
roll
to act
initiative.
before that
No,
because I'm starting it? Okay.
no. It's as if like a draw, like a cowboy draw. Who acts first kind of deal. That's the idea.
It's not me. I got a 3.
You got a
Oh,
3?
plus 2.
Okay.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. Okay. Let's see what she does in response to you lifting your hands up. Cast a spell. Okay, Julie is going first, but the other ones are going after you. Or actually, wait, no, you rolled a 3?
Plus 2, so 5.
You rolled a 5? Okay, yeah, no, they're all going before you. Noticing that you're about to magically act, Julie is going to run over to you and try to grapple you just on the ground.
Oh no.
Make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics, notoriously my worst skill.
You got this. We believe in you.
No, I got a 2. Plus
Oh
2.
no.
Okay, she grapples you, and she
Plus
says,
3.
"What do you think you're doing?" And she just begins to like pull you away from the orphanage, just like onto
Are
the
the
street.
other ones following her?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just in tow, like a posse. And yeah, she'll drag you just like 30 feet away.
Okay, so
And the other two will try to get their hands on you as
Within
well.
range of shatter for me still, or are they? Because my range is 60.
What is the range? The range is 60 feet. Yeah, you can still cast shatter into the shop.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
will do.
But she says
Like they
She
all need
says-
to be within 10 feet of each other because it's a 10-foot radius sphere.
oh, you want to cast shatter on them, not on the shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
yeah,
trying to cast
that's
it on the
fine.
shop. I don't much care about the shop. I'm trying to keep
Yeah.
them distracted.
Okay, yeah, if you want to cast like shatter on them,
I'm just making sure because it's not my turn in the initiative yet, but I'm making
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
that my plan is still relevant.
Yeah, that's fine. But they're all gonna try and get their hands on you. Grapple. Just make another
fine.
acrobatics check.
That is the great thing about spells with saves. Grapple does not matter.
Yes.
That's a 14.
Okay. 14. You evade Cookie's grasp. And then make one more. Sorry, it wasn't Cookie, it was the other one. Sarah Paulson.
I like how that is the name of this hag.
No, it's not, but I just
No,
call
I
her that.
vote that is the name of this hag going forward.
Sarah Paulson is also the only one of those 3 hags that I want to put her hands on me, you know?
Yeah.
So
Of acrobatics.
You're like, wait, no, Sarah.
What'd you get for your last roll?
oh, like we wanted 3 of them. I've done 2.
Oh yeah, 3.
roll
Yeah,
again? Okay.
You're just
Yeah.
like, Sarah Paulson, wait, no, you can touch me.
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. So you evade two of their other grasps.
And is it my turn now?
Yeah, this is your turn.
I cast Shatter.
Cast shatter. Okay.
I'm trying to hit them. I'm assuming I can do that without also hitting me.
Yeah.
Sick.
can.
So a Constitution saving throw.
Or actually, it's a 10-foot radius sphere. You'd have to do it to only 2 of them because they are surrounding you. If we're gonna get technical, but yeah, it'd be only 2 of them. Which 2? I assume you'd want to include Julie. Who else? Would be Cookie
The one who's
or the other
grappling
one?
me for sure, and whoever is I can get with her.
Do you want frail old lady? She
Sure.
looks to be weaker. Okay.
I will take that.
And they will
this
roll
is-
Constitution saves.
They roll Constitution saves, and even on a
Julie.
success, they take half.
Julie rolled 10. And the other rolled 10 as well.
Hold on, I'm
So
doing
they will
some
take
math.
full damage. We'll make
Okay,
sure to
so,
mark this.
If they fail, they take 15, and if they succeed, then I guess they take 7.
Ouch. So both of them failed. 15 damage. Hold on. And in retaliation, Julie will strike at you with a nat 20. She will roll double the damage dice. But is it 1 HP just enough to kill you?
Huh?
She struck at you with a nat 20. Is just one? Do you have 1 HP left?
No, I have lots of hit points. I was just trying.
Oh,
they don't know
you're
that
just-
I've
okay.
taken Bard.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they do now because I've done a spell that they could not have given me. But I was just trying to make them think I was weaker than I was.
Yeah, that's okay. She's
Okay.
still gonna try. So you take 13 slashing damage.
Ouch.
You also take 12 poison damage. Holy cow.
Okay.
And yeah, she Julie produces claws and she just digs them straight into you. And she points at another hag and she just magically switches places with them. And then that other hag will just claw at you as well.
Was there no chance for me to take movement during my turn?
You were
'Cause I
grappled.
Grapple.
Okay, so I had to take an action to get out of a grapple, or could I
Yeah,
have
you
tried?
do.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
you have to
because I
take an
cast
action.
my spell, I couldn't have done that. Okay.
Yeah, you could have done that, yeah.
The rest of us, we heard the shatter and stuff, right?
You do, yes. You guys hear a shatter outside.
Should we maybe go deal with that perhaps?
I mean,
Yeah.
might be a good idea.
Maybe.
Like you've got a boss battle on your hands just outside.
Shall
so
we go?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Sunny could only hold off so long. You ready,
We
Ethan?
don't want Sunu to die, so.
Yeah.
Some of
Yes,
you
I'm
can also
ready.
stay in the area, and the others can come and fight with me. Like
No,
Rhaenyra
this
can
doesn't
stay.
have to
I
be.
think this might need all of us. Unless
Yeah,
Ethan,
it
would you
could. It
like
might
to
need all of us.
explore? Ethan, would you like to
You
explore
took
the orphanage and we
you
do
took
not?
23 damage in one turn.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Ethan.
I'm voting all of us go.
Yeah, we go,
Yes,
we
we
go.
all go.
But
I
you
do
guys
not
haven't
Yeah,
want
even
to leave.
figured anything out yet. Like I think that if the whole point of this
25.
was for us to do our thing, then like prior to this, the expected goal would be at all costs you should get the information that you need. And so you only really need one person to do it, but you actually have to move
Oh,
through the
that's
space.
true. That's
So
true.
like now
I
is
feel
crunch
like
time. There's
Ethan.
no being safe. I'm putting my life on the line. I think we all knew that I was doing that when we went in.
Yeah.
So like
What?
there's no more
No.
being safe. There's no like, oh, I'm gonna cautiously walk into this orphanage. Like you have to go.
Okay,
And so, like if two of you want to come and fight with me, the other one can try and
three
run
of
around
us.
and find more
Rhaenyra's
things.
coming.
Yeah, Rhaenyra
Yeah.
needs to come for sure. But like I'm gonna need help.
Ethan, do you want? You know
Especially
the
if there's a
space.
healer.
You can go around it. That's clearly now outside, which tells us Suni's outside, which tells us the hags are outside. So you can just go around wherever, but I think Suni does need our help.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
And
what if
Rhaenyra says,
you guys?
leave this guy alone? Really? What if
There's,
the hag come across him? That's the whole
I'm
point, wasn't
guessing
it? We were
all of the
trying to
hags
protect.
are outside.
Okay, but should we try to protect him at the very least? Well, I don't know. It's up to you. If you
Ethan,
want to
We
make
should.
yourself known to these hags, it may seem dangerous. I guess I kind
I
of
don't
agree
want
that you may
Suni to
want to hide.
die.
We should go. We should
Me
just go say
neither.
I
Sunny.
understand you seem to have some problems with Suni. However, Suni has done things that have helped us in the past, and as much as he lied to us, he did come clean and does seem to not really like the hags and did seem to maybe either just get attacked by them or attack them, and that seems to be they're not on good terms anymore, so
Well, uh,
You guys go. I can handle this. I can
but
find out all the.
what if you encounter something inside here?
I,
I
I'll be
hate to break
fine.
it to you, he is actually quite strong.
Okay.
Okay, strong might be the wrong. He's quite powerful. That's
And
the correct word.
yeah, like Rhaenyra reaches towards your shoulder and he says, "Good luck."
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Aw.
You
Also,
good
Sage
luck
is
as well.
totally stealing that wooden apple on the way out.
Okay. All right.
It's mine now.
Okay. Take the wooden apple with you.
I don't know what it is. I don't know
Kind of like a
who's representing.
kleptomaniac.
It's mine now. That's
Okay.
more me than it is Sage, but I want it.
Okay. Yeah, like an apple, an idol.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's a weird black
Yeah.
apple. Maybe it means something.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Well, Ethan, you are left alone in this
Yes.
classroom.
I'll start exploring other rooms. So whatever the
Okay.
closest room that I haven't entered, I'll enter that.
Cool, cool.
All right.
The rest of
We'll get. Should we start with Ethan or should we go with you guys? Who wants to go first?
I guess I
Uh,
could go first. Yeah.
to you.
Thank
yeah, and then we
Yeah,
can
let's
deal
do
with
Ethan
the
first.
combo together. Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, Ethan. You exit into the hallway. There is one door on the far wall across from the door that you just entered through. There are a combined total of 5 sets of doors to your right. 2 on the front, 2 in the back, 2 in the
Okay.
2 in the front. And then the double doors at the end of the hallway as well.
So let's start with the two in the front. So I presume one in the front is the one that enters into the main entrance, right? So
The
what
foyer,
about the
yeah.
other one? I presume the other one was the kitchen, right?
Could be, yeah. But you don't
I'll
know
just
that. Suni might suspect, yes.
I'll peer into those two doors and see what's that. Just peer in.
Okay. So the one on the far wall, on the
Mhm.
back wall, you encounter a kitchen.
Okay.
It's messy, overstuffed. It's just a chaotic site with flour sort of dusting every surface, greasy butter stains marring the countertops. There's a grimy oven standing on the far wall, and the center of the room is dominated by a cauldron with chunks of what seem to be, as you peer inside, coagulated, glistening, like porridge, um, like gruel, lining its sides. Um,
Uh,
and
disgusting.
on the wall to your right is like an opening above the countertop through which meals are served to children in the mess hall beyond. So there's a mess hall beyond as well on the like across
Is there
the
any
wall.
like anyone, like any children, anything like that?
Mm, no, you don't see any children.
What about the mess hall? Do I see anything specific, like in terms of how to describe it? Any objects, any magical looking objects?
You want to just like ransack, like look around?
Yeah, yeah,
Like open the cabinets and stuff. Okay, so you
yes.
open the cabinets. There's like an overwhelming abundance of biscuits, cereals, and loaves of bread, and they're just all crammed together. And like this takes you back to just um like all the meals that you ate here. They were stuffing you with just like bread and starchy things, with an obscene amount of butter. Like yeah, buttery, glistening porridge. Um,
Oh, that's not
and
good.
Do I think
you
what
you
this footage is?
do you sorry?
Do I think what this footage is made of?
Um, yeah, like what you would expect porridge to be made of. Like there's
Oops.
flour, but there's lots and lots of sugar as well. It
Okay,
seems as if it is clear to you, you were being forced to eat and being forced to get fat, but you were also really really hungry, so you kind of were playing along,
I see.
but you
Like
could
a
tell their aim
cattle.
was to get you fat,
Yes, like a cattle,
plump.
right?
Yeah, like cattle. Yeah.
All right, I want to move out of this room and go to the back two doors.
Hold on. You're still looking around, right?
Yeah.
You were looking around. Okay. You open a drawer.
Mhm.
Hmm. And it seems to be filled with a writhing mass, um, like a mass of pale, sickly white tapeworms,
Ugh,
and it's filled to the brim with it, and they keep like spill out like onto the floor, like wriggling
I'm just gonna
in
run
sort of
away from
repulsive
there.
unison.
I'm just gonna get away from it, and
Yeah.
of course, like I'm not gonna touch those worms. Those look disgusting. What,
After
like
that, you're probably not going to look around more, are you?
no.
No. Okay. So you exit back into the hallway. You
Hmm.
now know that the mess hall is to the right of this room. So
Hmm.
you can certainly go there through the door to it. Um, you also know that the door behind you, sorry, the door across from you now, is the nursery. So you probably wouldn't want to go back in there.
No, no.
Yeah.
I'll go to the mess hall now. I'm
Okay.
quickly.
You enter the mess hall. It seems to be overcrowded with tables and chairs. It's almost impossible to see the dirty floors beneath them, honestly. And there seems to be an imposing mirror standing on the back wall. And your mind kind of flashes back to those times where you had meals here. Um, you had the sickly feeling as if you were being watched. And
Hmm.
actually, you kind of remember, like out of the corner of your eye, something black, kind of like skulking about on the floors. And you remember there were cats. Like uh, inside the orphanage.
Interesting.
Rumors that they were spies for the hags.
Damn. Are
Black
there any
cats.
cats over here right now? No, right?
No, not in the mess hall.
I'm gonna quickly inspect this place, see if there's anything there. But I
Okay.
presume there's nothing
Uh,
gonna be. But
well, so you look inside the broom closet. It seems to contain cleaning supplies, but it looks like they've gathered dust. Um, yeah. Apart from the large mirror, that's it.
let's see. Alright, I'm gonna quickly the Raj mirror. Can I look at my reflection on this mirror? Do I see anything
Hmm.
special?
Good question. Make a perception check. Like, I mean, you can look at your reflection, but let's see if you
15.
Okay, you see something on the other side of the mirror as well, kind of like faded into the mirror. You think that this might actually be like a see-through, like one-way see-through mirror, like something on the other side might be looking at you. but you don't notice anyone on the other side looking at you. You can see like a faded sort of back wall, like a back wall with a curtain, like a red curtain.
Hmm. I'm gonna ignore it for now. I'm gonna head outside and go through one of the other two doors.
Okay. Well, you already know what the other one was. It was the nursery. So there's only
Yeah,
one door. Well, oh, sorry. You mean the double doors and the right
yeah.
and the other one. Do you go through the double doors at the end of the hall to your left, or the? I mean, for the sake of completion, I suppose you probably want to enter the one across
Yeah,
from
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay. So you go into that room, and you wondered where all the children were. This is where they are. Um, uh, you stumble into what seems to be a dormitory. There's like 50 bunk beds, or 50 beds here. Um, there's some oddly placed bathroom stalls. Um, there's a remarkable mirror on the left wall as well. And there's sort of 3 gaping closets lining the rear wall, and they seem to be concealing within them the unsettling gaze of 24 emerald feline eyes. They seem to be all staring out at you
So many cats.
Uh-oh.
in the closets. And you notice like all the children, they're dressed, and all of them are fat except for like 3 of them, and
The
they're
orphans
dressed in
follow.
drab sort of gray colors, and they're all like sleeping soundly
I'm gonna
all in their
quickly
beds.
step back outside,
Okay,
stealthily, make sure I leave the cats.
yeah, make a stealth check. It's clear that
Do I still have
these
pass without
feline eyes
trace?
are looking at you.
Do I still have pass without trace?
Oh, let's say you do.
You, yeah, it's an hour, and
Oh,
Oh
I've
okay.
only
yeah, it
given
has
the first
not been
region.
an hour.
Okay, I got a 15 plus 5. Yeah, 24 actually.
Okay, you swiftly sort of slip away back into the hallway.
We need to save these kids, but now's not the time. Now's not the time. And I walk towards the double door now because I feel like that's where the fucking everything is leading to me there.
Okay. Um, if we cut away back to the others, I feel like we'll only get to the important stuff next session. Is the problem? So
Mm,
it's up to you guys. What do you want to do? Do you want to get to
I'd
the
be
important stuff?
I'd
Or
be
I
able
mean,
to do all in
boss
one
battle next.
session. The
Yeah.
boss battle next session, yeah.
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 You want to like, yeah, that's the question. Do you want to get started on combat today, or do you want to see what's inside this office today?
Let's. I feel
It's up to
like
you.
combat is better to do like all in one block
Yeah.
instead of
Okay.
like
Yeah, as long
weirdly
as
trying to come back and
I
remember like
but
who you hit, when you hit them, what you had active, what you don't have active.
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's do
Oh,
that. Let's
actually,
note that
I
that
forgot.
both of the hags get to go again before I get to go.
Mhm.
Um,
Ethan will also be encountering combat anyways, so that's not even a really relevant question. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, Ethan, as you
Ethan-
approach the double doors, you feel a cacophony of whispers, um, and you step into like some sort of shadowy area, um, and I need you to roll initiative.
God.
Uh-oh.
That is a 14.
Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see. You said a 14?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, you're actually going to act first,
Go
which is
Ethan.
nice.
Let's go. Ethan, you got
Ethan, you
this.
feel that the shadows are moving. And you see a shadow of a teenage boy and a teenage girl begin to approach you, and some sort of wispy shapes in the darkness. 5 of them. They seem to be like taking on the forms of children, um, crying and screaming, like coming at you. What do you do?
Like, are they coming at me to attack me? Or like,
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to kill these children, but
You get the you get the sinking feeling that you're probably outmatched. That you should probably run away.
Ethan, run.
There's 7 entities in total here.
uh, run away in the sense run outside or run in.
I don't know. Run anywhere, escape.
So can you describe me this? Like, as soon as I open the double door, obviously I see these creatures.
You
But
don't
what?
open the double doors. You
Oh,
notice something attack you outside of them.
so I'm
The
gonna open
shadows
the
moving, taking
I'm gonna
on
open the
shapes.
double door and get in, like inside.
You just slip past them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that was pretty anticlimactic. Um.
I think that
Yeah.
is
Wait,
the
Nothing.
best way this could have gone.
Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. That's fair. Um. And yeah. So you slip inside. And let's just say nothing follows you. Just like shut. But do you shut them? I guess you try
Yeah,
to
I
be
would.
quiet. Um. But shut them. Yeah. Okay. And you enter into what seems to be a study. This is what you see. Um, it features a large desk standing at its center near the back wall, um, and flanked on either side by sorry, are 2 dignified armchairs. The arrangement sort of mirrors what looks to be a king's court, with the central seat akin to like a throne, while the attendants sort of flank in a gesture of reverence.
Remnants.
Yeah.
Can I? So what are they
And
like pointing towards
the
exactly?
Yeah, they seem to be standing vigilantly against a curtained entrance. Each of them a curtained entrance to the closets
Hmm,
lining the front walls
interesting.
that you came from.
Uh, is there anything other than these doors, curtain doors, as well as closets?
Yes, the whole place looks to be lined with bookshelves. And you turn your head, and there's another door on the right wall, um, past one of the chairs, um, and you get the sickly feeling. Uh, you get taken aback, and you remember a memory, several memories in fact, of you being here against your will, uh, and um, shoved into that place. And you remember, uh, this is what you remember. Uh, very like light, but jagged edges, and the walls seem to be filled with bits of broken glass just like sticking out all over. It was so that you couldn't lean against them, that you had to stand like basically at attention behind that you were locked in there. Um, and the door, 1,000 sharp, spiny nails sticking out of it inside the door, the room. I mean, and been sort of hammered through from the outside. You recall that this was your punishment, really. Julie sort of threw you in here uh, as punishment. Called it the juicer.
Ethan is going to look at this door,
Yeah.
and he suddenly feels this weird sadness, and his leg starts feeling weak, and he kind of collapses on the floor, and he starts kind of like sobbing. A bit of tears flow down. He's like, "Fuck," and sees, and he's struggling on this floor. Is a bit.
And you recall, you remember, um, like being in there, you were smelling all sorts of like black vapor, and it was very humid inside. And you recall that there was like a vent. The floor was made of a vent, and you remember it was a terribly debilitating experience to be inside because you were inside all night, standing at attention, and uh, you recall the life sort of draining out of you that whole time. Um, and now that you're older, you can kind of piece everything together, like them being fed like cattle, like this prayer to host this reverence. Um, you think that maybe there's probably some kind of creature in the basement that's sucking the life out of you, and that's why these hags are treating you like cattle, um, just to shove them into this room
Host.
and drain you and juice you.
Hmm.
Ideas.
So that's what it is.
Damn it, I stole the apple for nothing.
Uh, I'm gonna get up and kind of investigate this room, try to find any sort of clue, any ways to defeat this creature.
Yeah. Okay. Um. So you look around. You notice a. Do you want to start? Let's say you just start with the desk. You kind of like open the desk drawers. Um.
Mhm.
Well, actually, do you want to see if it's trapped first?
Yeah, sure. I'll
If
definitely
anything's
make sure.
trapped first? Yeah.
Yeah,
Make a perception check.
that is a natural 20.
Okay. Wonderful. You know for certain that there is a trap in this room, but it is not on the drawers. It is above on the ceiling. You think that there is a trap door in the ceiling, and it can open and drop something onto you. You're not sure what. And it's on the left side of the room, past the desk.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna step back. Is there a way to deactivate this trap? Is there some kind of like mechanism that I can
You
disable?
like with a nat 20, you can tell that the mechanism is tied to the bookshelves.
I see. Then
Hmm.
And
I
you
go
also notice
towards.
a trap. You also notice a door, like a sliding door on the floor, like coming out of like a bookshelf on the left wall. Yeah, but
Bookshelf.
you think that in order to open this door, it may be tied to like the bookshelf, like mechanism,
I
something like
see.
that. You,
Uh,
you,
I,
you can tell all of this is connected in
I
some way.
see.
Yeah.
I want to quickly go to the bookshelf and I guess look through the books and see if there's any odd books, any sort of like books that I can, pull.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. Um. So this is what you notice. Make a. Okay. Well, since you rolled a nat 20, um, you can spot a few fake books. You notice their fake, sort of rigid spines, just from like a cursory glance. Um, and you notice that the bookshelves are sort of tied to like a weighting sort of mechanism. Um, but I will say, just to end it all, like to end off the session, since we're sort of running out of time, I think your best bet is to look into the drawer, like the
Okay,
desk.
that makes sense. All right.
You do
In
notice a
that case,
note protruding from one of the from the bookshelf as well.
I'll read the note. What does it say?
From a
Oh, I cannot
cursory
read.
glance, well, like from a cursory glance, this is what you can tell. The note is explaining how to open this trapdoor, like the sliding door on the floor, not the
I
trapdoor on the
see.
ceiling. But you
Okay.
can tell probably. Oh yeah, there's some sort of riddle on here. Like if I get the riddle wrong, it'll probably activate the trap above me.
Fuck. I cannot
Yeah.
read. Uh,
You don't like. I will say like there's nothing tied to the desk. Like if you open the desk, like
yeah, I'll use my mage hand to open the desk.
okay, you open the desk, and this is what you see. You open like you see a pile of, um, I mean, you're quite confident that the desk isn't trapped just because you rolled in that 20.
Okay.
But you notice a pile of former contracts.
Contract.
Yeah. And one catches your eye. There's a Never Ember contract.
Ooh. What does it say exactly? Like,
Okay. It says contract of blood and amnesty. This covenant, sealed in the scarlet ink of life, binds Dagult Neverember, Open Lord of Waterdeep, and Julie of the Three Bloods. In accordance with this pact, on Night All, the 13th, 1472 DR, year of the third circle, 1. Dagult Neverember shall pledge complete amnesty to the vivid spirit under his reign, ensuring exemption from the vigilant watch, city guard, within its premises and immediate vicinity. 2.
Hmm.
Dagult Neverember, and these words just hit you like a ton of bricks. Dagult Neverember shall surrender his newborn bastard, Arthur Neverember, born of Culane of the Nine Waters, to the care and custody of Julie of the Three Bloods, relinquishing all parental rights. And that's where we're going to end off today. There's more to the letter, but we're going to end it off there. With the sudden realization that, yeah, your father was probably, like, you recognize this name. This was your former name. They're never.
The Never Ember
Yeah,
Enigma.
your father was Dagult Neverember, and he traded you away to this orphanage for something.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
okay.
Well,
Well, good stream, everyone.
Okay.
bye,
Awesome.